Hey, hello. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Chris Wisner. I am a family physician. I have lived in the Powder Springs area my entire life, which is 53 years. I've lived within the city of Powder Springs for the last 20 years. As far as educational background, I went to college at Emory in Atlanta. I went to medical school at Mercer in Macon, and did my residency program at Floyd Medical Center in Rome, Georgia. So my entire education was in Georgia. As far as government experience, with Powder Springs, I have served on the DDA for 6 months. Thereafter was appointed to the Planning and Zoning Commission, where I served for 15 years. 6 of those years I served as chairman, and then I've served on the city council for the last 4 years. As far as work experience, growing up in my 20s, I worked at Sun Valley Beach and managed that facility. I worked with Puckett EMS as an EMT and now as their medical director. During residency, I served as chief resident during that term. I started a solo practice with Wellstar and built that to a 7-physician practice. Thereafter, I moved in with Tanner Medical Group, and I'm currently with a solo practice there, and we're in the building process at this point. I do not have a business in Powder Springs. These are some of the questions we were asked to answer, so I'm not just making these up. As far as community activity, I'm actively involved in my church, which is Powder Springs First United Methodist Church here in Powder Springs. I volunteered with Troop 1294, which is here at the Legion, as an adult leader and at times assistant scoutmaster. I've been on school councils at Powder Springs Elementary, Cooper, and Hill Grove. And I've been chairman or president of Hill Grove Foundation and Band Boosters. What makes me different? I think I'm a problem solving.
Time. Thank you very much. Told you we're staying right on time. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Our second speaker will be Mr. Al Thurman.
My name is Al Thurman.
Close your Al.
My name is Al Thurman.
Is it off?
My name is Al. Can you hear me now?
That's much better. Thank you.
My name is Al Thurman. I have been living in Powder Springs for 30 plus years. I've been married to my lovely wife Jackie for 43 years. I have 4 daughters. 3 of them graduated from McEachern High School. I have been living, I own a business in Powder Springs. I've owned Superior Landscaping for 23 years. I also am a man of faith. I am deacon at Mount Everton Baptist Church. I also serve as the international director for foreign mission.
You need to hold the mic closer.
You gotta hold it right to your mouth, Al. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
all right. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
I have been on the city council for 13 years, representing Ward 2, where I've been actively involved in the city. I also served as a scoutmaster for about 10 or 12 years at my church as scoutmaster. I've been very active in the city of Powder Springs, working, trying to make a difference. I've also worked in my community. I've done a lot of stuff. I've also served on the board of directors for the Center for Family Resources, if you all are familiar with that. I've worked on various boards in the city, Keep Powder Springs Beautiful, Planning and Zoning Liaison. I'm a world traveler. I've traveled all of the continents except for Iceland. But I've been around for a long time, and I want to take Powder Springs in a new direction. I believe that Powder Springs need to grow aggressively. I think we want to keep our small town feel, and I think we need quality growth. Thank you.
Time. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, our third candidate, Ms. Allison Feliciano.
Good evening. My name is Allison Feliciano. I am a financial educator. I have been in finance and business for now over 25 years. I know I don't look that old, but I am. Thank God for hair coloring. But I have a college degree in business administration, and I have completed some graduate work. I am the mom of 2 awesome teenagers. One is a freshman in college, and one is a sophomore at McEachern. I am the proud widow of a Gulf War soldier, and so he served his country well. I come from a military family, although I'm the baby, so I did not get to travel with my dad, but I have taught English in Japan. I've traveled all over the world. I am a praise and worship leader at Oasis Family Life Church. I've been a Sunday school superintendent, missions director, in the choir. I love to sing. Again, I have 25 years. I've built 3 companies. Over 25 years, I've trained and developed hundreds of people in my industry. And this is something I love to do, and I've managed multi-million-dollar budgets, which is important when you want to lead a city this size. I am very involved in the school system. I'm on the PTSA board at McEachern. I've been on the school council at Cooper. I'm on the JROTC parent board as well. I've never been a parent that they had to call because my child was an issue, but they knew my name because I've always been involved. What I feel that I bring to the table, I've been in Powder Springs since right after the floods. My cousin drew me here. She's lived here for over 30 years and has raised her family here and is a retired Cobb County educator. But what I feel that I bring to the table is a fresh perspective. What I do know is business, and to grow effectively and to still keep our small town feel, but be a thriving city. Thank you.
Right? We'll now move to post number 1, and the person that drew the shortest straw was Tom Beck. Tom, if you'll please.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you folks for coming, and thank the American Legion once again for doing something for the community. They do it often over the years, and I know I've been here for many different occasions. I'll get right to the point, folks. I was on the city council for 12 years, from 1999 through 2011. So I was elected 3 terms and unelected in 2011. I went into kind of a nice retirement, although many times I would come to the city council and raise Cain. And I think that what I was raising Cain about, you're starting to hear now. So I'm glad I did. Going door to door and going to the city council meeting Monday night, those of you who were at the city council Monday night, know that we've got a very angry city. When I go around door to door, it's you on this, no, I'm not, and they go into it. So I'm not part of what they call in national politics the establishments, but I'd call it the administrations. I've not taken any money from anybody on the city council or the mayor. I have a program here I'd be glad to address about economic development, about kids, about fees and services, and infrastructure. Sometimes we don't hear about infrastructure. It's a boring thing to talk about. That's those pipes that run under the ground, that bring the water to your home, and the sewer, the Kaneki thing, and that's got to be attended to vigorously. So I hope that through the night here, we'll discuss some of those subjects, and I hope to meet you as time goes on here, and I'll appreciate your vote. Thank you so much.
Okay, Patrick Bordelon, please, sir.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Patrick Bordelon. I'm a 25-year resident of Powder Springs, proud father of 2 McEachern graduates. I'm a real estate title examiner. I travel around from courthouse to courthouse doing title searches. And I got involved with the city a couple years ago as a volunteer and started with Development Authority and then moved on to planning and zoning, and have tried to be part of the process of change. And everybody wants change, and we're getting change. Change is on the way. I would not be running if I didn't want change. I don't think you put yourself forth as a leader of a community if you're trying to preserve the status quo. So so we're working on change. Change is coming, and I'm proud to be part of that. So I I'm very excited about the future. You know, in January, we're going to have a new mayor, 3 new council members, and you know, it'll be a breath of fresh air. And so I'm looking forward to it. So thank you very much.
Okay, now, the candidate who is very confident that she's going back in, Ms. Doris Hawkins.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Doris Dawkins, and I ran unopposed and was sworn in to the position as City Council member on October the 5th. And I'm confident, committed, and motivated to serve as a City Council member for the City of Powder Springs, Ward 2. My ability, dedication, and my leadership, they qualify me for this position. I've been a resident of Powder Springs for 15 years and came to Cobb County in 1981. And I've worked with city government, state government, along with federal government, as well as my community. And I've been employed with Department of Defense for 31 years, and I've also been a member of the Georgia Army National Guard for 6 years. And those are qualifications that I bring. And I've also worked with the city government. I've served as a Plan and Zoning Commission for about 4 years. And I've also served on the Code Enforcement Board for about 5 or 6 years. And in addition to that, I also served on the Advisory Council for the Stormwater Advisory Council. And I've worked also with Downtown Powder Springs Authority. And I have one son, and his name is Clay Dawkins, and we're both graduates of Tuskegee University and also graduate of Troy State University in Alabama. Thank you.
We'll come get it for you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, City Council at Large Post 2. We got the ones inside the room. First speaker will be Henry Lott.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Henry Luss. I am a business owner in the city of Powder Springs. My wife and I are co-owners of the Tutoring Center of Powder Springs, where we have, for the last 4 years, worked with young people, grades K through 12, to help them with their reading, writing, and math, to help them get ahead, to help them do well in school. My wife, who's sitting here in the front row, and I have been married for 41 years. We have 4 adult children, a host of grandchildren, and one great-grand who's in the back there. In terms of my business experience, I worked for IBM for 35 years as a systems engineer, a project manager, a resource manager, and a global resource manager. After retiring after 35 years, my wife and I formed the Tutoring Center business, where we have become a part of this community. We have committed ourselves to Powder Springs. We have lived here for 6 years. We've lived in Cobb County for 11 years. So we are committed ourselves to the city of Powder Springs. We're committed to help the city of Powder Springs grow and become the great city that we think it can be. I'm all about problem solving. I know there are a host of problems, and I pride myself on being a listener, pride myself on understanding what the issues are, and pride myself on rolling up my sleeves and getting to work to get things done. There may be some obstacles, but I think we can find a way to overcome the obstacles that are before us, and that's what I bring to the table. Thank you.
Okay, our second speaker from at-large Post 2, Ms. Patricia Wisdom.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
As long as you keep it right in front of you.
Okay. My name is Patricia Wisdom, and I am a resident of Silver Spring Village in Powder Springs, Georgia, and I'm running for Council at Large Post 2. am a graduate of Howard University, undergrad, and also I received my graduate degree in social work from Howard University. I've had over 40 years of experience as a social worker, starting off being a clinical social worker, then a supervisory social worker, and a program manager, where I have developed community services for child welfare services in the community. I've also done independent contracting work with consulting with the District of Columbia agencies and also private agencies in doing adoption services and in domestic violence. I've also worked in dealing with designing services for working with elderly persons who are living at home and ensuring that they remain in their home and are being supported to their family caregivers. As your elected official, I will serve you with honesty, integrity, and in a courteous and respectful manner at all times. I will do my best to provide you with the most accurate information on any questions and concerns that you bring before me. I have no vested interest other than to work with you and to serve you and to us to partner together in developing economic growth in Powder Springs.
Okay, our third candidate for at-large post number 2 is Ashante Norton.
Good evening. I've been a resident of Powder Springs for over 29 years. I'm a graduate of McEachern High School. My first degree was in business admin and my second in accounting. I have a 15-year-old child that has served with me for the past decade on Keep Powder Springs Beautiful. And I've been in the community doing lots of other things as far as PTA boards, councils, and et cetera with the school system and the community. Working with council members, even mayors, trying to just assist in the city and do small stuff, what I can do to help. I would like to be your councilwoman so that I can serve you. I would like to hear what you have to say, hear the problems, and even the solutions that you have, and bring them to the board so that I can assist in getting things done, moving forward and changing things, being transparent, as you heard the other people say. And making Powder Springs, the small town that I grew up in, is like a mayberry, keeping that love, keeping the citizens and the community together and growing and making it better is what I want to do. I'd love to be your councilman. Thank you.
Okay.